This meeting of the Oak Park City Council is called to order. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Clerk Norris, would you call the roll?
Mayor McCullough.
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Radner. Councilmember Burns.
Here.
Councilmember Rich. Here. Councilmember Weiss.
Here.
Okay, we have a quorum. Is there a motion to approve the agenda?
So moved. Support.
Moved and supported. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Next, we have the consent agenda. These are routine items presented as a single item without discussion. A, regular council meeting minutes of April 1st, 2019. B, Planning Commission meeting minutes of January 14th. Request to cancel the regularly scheduled Zoning Board of Appeals meeting of April 23rd. Payment of invoices from OHM Advisors for architectural and engineering for design development and technology design for the court project in the total amount of $5,436. E, licenses, new and renewals as submitted for April 15th. Is there a motion to approve the consent agenda?
So moved. Second.
Moved and supported. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. We don't have elected officials here, but we do have a special recognition presentation. I would like to welcome Rabbi Yossi Stern here. We have a Education and Sharing Day proclamation. Whereas seeking excellence in education is vital to the success of our city, and in Oak Park we seek to instill in each child a good education. And this is a National Education and Sharing Day USA. So now, therefore, be it resolved that I, Marion McClellan, Mayor of the City of Oak Park, Michigan, proclaim April 16th, 2019 as Education and Sharing Day in the City of Oak Park, and call upon educators, volunteers, and citizens to reach out to young people and work to create a better, brighter, and more hopeful future for all. And if we can all come down and do a photo op for this proclamation. And this is Rabbi Stein. Is it on? Is it a little green light on there?
Probably speak without it too, but we can turn it on.
So people at home.
How about now?
That's better.
Okay. Thank you, Mayor McClellan, for including Oak Park in this great American tradition for over 4 decades. In a world so rife with divisiveness, it's important to be able to come together on issues that we all agree are most crucial to the betterment of our universe. Education Day honors and recognizes the work and vision of the greatest Jewish leader of the 20th century, Rabbi Menachem Mendel Schneerson, universally known as the Rebbe, the Hebrew term for spiritual guide. But the Rebbe wasn't only a Jewish leader. He served as the world's moral consciousness during a time period of great social change. He urged that greater attention be given to the 7 universal laws given to Noah after the flood, which until today serve as the universal bedrock of legal and moral code. To understand that these laws are not just ways for governments to control the population and for citizens to escape punishment, but keys to a brighter, more elevated society. As a leader, the Rebbe had unparalleled ability to focus on the needs of an individual while dealing with the issues of global proportion. The Rebbe taught that we all carry responsibility to better the lives of others, and that we have the potential through large and small random acts of goodness and kindness to affect real global change. The Rebbe taught that even global transformation begins with the individual, especially with the youth in our community. The Rebbe believed that value-based education is the key to a better, more decent society. So in a broader sense, Education Day is a time to wake up to the higher calling of social and moral responsibility and to believe in the inherent goodness of mankind and act upon it. May the city of Oak Park be blessed with peace and prosperity, and may you all be able to recognize and share the goodness in your lives with those around you. Special thanks to my wife who encouraged me to come tonight, having just given birth barely a week ago, plus tending to a bunch of others. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming.
One of the reasons why many have left town for this day, but I'm here.
Thank you. Thank you.
For good things.
Yes.
Have a good night.
Good night. 15A, let's see. Next, we are at item 15A, the city manager report. City Manager Tungate.
Thank you, Madam Mayor, members of council. I'd like to call Deputy Director DeCoster to the podium. Deputy Director DeCoster will be speaking about the request to approve a 1-year lease extension for Hatzala in our old public safety area.
Good evening, Mayor, City Council, and City Manager. The City of Oak Park is currently leasing space to the nonprofit group Hatzala of Michigan. The 1-year lease expires April 30th, 2019. Hatzala has expressed interest in extending the lease for an additional year. This would extend the lease period from May 1st, 2019 through April 30th, 2020. Currently, Hatzala is an ideal tenant and has occupied the space for 2 years. It is recommended the 1-year lease extension for 13650 Oak Park Boulevard, Suite A to Hatzala be approved upon review by the City Attorney's Office. And just to note, the City Attorney's Office has actually reviewed that last week, and we've made a couple changes, and we are good to go pending your approval.
So we need a motion to approve the lease extension.
Support with this,
Moved and supported. Discussion?
just wanted to make sure it's supported with the attorney's recommended changes included.
Are we ready to vote? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried.
I'd like to move to 15B and ask that Director Robert Barrett join me at the podium for a request to approve a proposal from Materials Testing and Associates for material testing services for the 2019 water main replacement project. Good evening.
Good evening, Eric. Good evening, Mayor and Council. Before you is a bid tab for proposals for material testing for the 2019 water main project. The low proposal was submitted by Material Testing Associates for the amount of $11,000. It is recommended the proposal from Material Testing Associates for professional services for material testing for the 2019 water main project be approved in a total amount of $11,000. Funding is available in the Water and Sewer Fund.
Okay, is there a motion to approve this proposal?
So moved. Support.
Moved and supported. Can you explain what is material testing exactly?
Materials testing is a critical part of our inspection process, and when we're doing a water main project, we need to make sure they have the right type of sand, that the sand's compacted. When they put the concrete back in place, we do concrete strength tests and in-place field test, and it's just a great level of quality assurance.
I have a question.
Yes.
Is this the same company, vendor that we used last year?
No, this is not. This is a new company that we used, and we did call, check the reference on more than one occasion because they are listed out of Grand Rapids, but they have indicated they know the scope of the work, and they do have a satellite office in Ann Arbor and are prepared to serve us.
I'm just curious why, because I know normally we use the same company.
Well, we always put this out to bid
Bid.
competitively and then assess what we have. And most of the times, we end up using testing engineers and consultants. But if you see in the bid tab, it was, $4,000 less, and we were satisfied with their references.
Okay.
Are we ready for vote? Roll call, please.
Councilmember Burns.
Yes.
Mayor McClellan.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem, nope, Councilmember Rich.
Yes.
Motion carried.
15C, I'd like to ask our Finance Director, Sandra Crawford, to join me at the podium. Good evening, again.
Good evening again. Good evening, Mayor, Council, City Manager. Item 15C, before you is an agreement with the Berkeley Schools to collect their 2019 summer property tax, and the request for the recommended action is to approve the agreement with the Berkeley School District to collect their 2019 property tax levy and to transfer the collected funds as required by state statute.
Is there a motion to approve?
So moved?
Second?
Moved and seconded. Discussion or questions? No? We're good. Roll call, please. Yes.
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 Okay, Director Crawford, 15D,
Yes.
please.
Item 15D is for unpaid property blight, delinquent utility bills, miscellaneous concrete replacement, and sidewalk replacement. And the request is to adopt the attached resolution authorizing the city assessor to prepare a special assessment rolls assessing unpaid charges together with a 10% penalty on private property for delinquent utilities, that is $31,225.89, miscellaneous concrete replacement for $8,321.35, property blight for $30,827.91, and sidewalk replacement for $9,530.65.
Okay. Is there a motion to authorize the city assessor?
So moved?
Second?
Moved and seconded. Discussion or questions? Yes.
I just had a quick question. I know in the past, when we've had unpaid bills for like sidewalk repair and that sort of thing, that people had the opportunity, if they were contesting the bill, to bring it in. Has that already been?
Actually,
care
for
of?
the sidewalk, there weren't any unpaid sidewalk because we didn't have a project for
Okay.
that year, but we probably will going into the following year because this year, 1920, is a sidewalk project.
Okay.
Would you be the one to speak to how to dispute the bill? What somebody could do if they feel it's not fair, or would that be?
Actually, that'll be the next one because basically, I'm asking that you authorize the assessor to make it a special assessment, and then the next one would be to make it a public hearing, to declare a date for a public hearing, and it's at that public hearing that the persons can either write a letter or come in person to protest, to have it researched, and then,
So we need a roll call here?
yeah.
Councilmember Rich. Yes. Councilmember Weiss.
Yes.
Councilmember Burns.
Yes.
Mayor McClellan.
Yes. Motion carried.
Okay, and item 15E is for those same, the same special assessment role authorizing is to now adopt a special assessment resolution establishing May 6, 2019 as the date for the public hearing on the rolls for the unpaid charges for the city expenses incurred on private properties for the delinquent utilities, 681, miscellaneous concrete replacement, special assessment number 682, property blight, special assessment number 683, and sidewalk replacement, a special assessment number 684. And so at that meeting, residents can come in and property owners can come in and have asked that it be removed from the roll to be researched, and then we'll give a period of certain days for that to come back, and then the department directors who are researching it will come back with their findings and ask at that time for you to either keep it off the roll or to put it back on.
And so if I'm a property owner and I wanted to dispute it, I could write a letter, I could
Yes, you
come
can
in
write a letter
on the
or come in
day
person.
of the
Special
public
public hearing,
hearing.
yes,
I could talk to somebody in the hallway,
absolutely.
and then the charge would be,
It would be removed from the roll at that time to be
And
researched.
investigated.
Investigated, that is
Right.
correct. And then at the following meeting, the department directors would indicate, well, not the following meeting, I believe it's a meeting in June, they would come back with their research or the investigation, and at that time, either ask the council to put it back on the roll or to keep it permanently removed.
do we need a, yeah, is there a motion to receive these rolls and establish this public hearing?
So moved.
Support?
Moved and supported.
I just wanted to.
Discussion or question?
You just wanted to make a statement. I do believe that when the residents are first notified that there is an outstanding balance, they receive a letter, and in that letter are directions on how they can dispute the bill or discuss the bill with the city.
That is
I know this because I received one of the letters.
Okay. All right. Okay, great.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ready for a roll call then?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Motion carried.
Madam Mayor, members of council, that completes the city manager report for this evening. Thank you.
Thank you, City Manager Tungate. Call to the audience. Call to the council. Councilmember Burns.
Hello, everyone. Please be cognizant of the weather. It's not summer yet. Please dress accordingly. We don't want our citizens getting sick with the flu or the cold that's going around due to the nice weather that we're having that's not really there yet. Only in Michigan can it be 70 degrees today and snow tomorrow. So just be careful of that. And also, I would like to mention that on March the 25th, I had the distinct pleasure and honor to attend the preview of the Aretha Franklin gospel movie that was recorded 40 years ago at the Detroit Institute of Arts. I was lucky enough to be interviewed by the news as well. It was a wonderful event. It is now open to the public in theaters, and I do hope everyone gets a chance to go and see Miss Aretha Franklin in her young heyday. It is the recording of her gospel album, Amazing Grace. It is the highest grossing gospel album of all time to date. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Councilmember Weiss.
Good evening, everyone. I just wanted to let everyone know that on Monday, April 29th, is World Dance Day. That's sponsored by the Arts and Cultural Diversity Commission. And it will be at 6:30, running until about 9:30 at the Oak Park High School auditorium. And it's a fun event, free event, kid-friendly. There'll be lots of fun dancing and entertainment there, so I encourage everyone to attend. Thank you so much and have a great evening.
Thank you. Councilmember Rich. Thank you. I have a few things. The library had a successful book sale, raised $1,006. The money will go toward the summer reading program. You can win all kinds of wonderful prizes by joining this program. There's a game to play. There's a connection to the farmer's market, and we're hoping for a cow. Fingers crossed. May 7th is a millage renewal. Please remember to vote for this election. It does not raise taxes, and our Oak Park schools are depending on it. Helene Zach was here last week talking about measles epidemic that's going around. Pretty much all of us need to get a measles shot. If you're not sure if you are still protected from previous ones, you can go and get, I believe, a titer check, but getting an extra measles shot won't hurt you either, so it's easier to just skip that step and get a measles shot. There's also a nurse on call at the Oakland County Health Department. If you have any measles-related or any other related questions, you can call the nurse on call. And if you have a pencil, take down this number, 248-858-5533. That's 248-858-5533. Saturday morning, we had the pleasure of listening to Lieutenant Governor Gilchrist, who came to the Oak Park Community Center Saturday to explain the road funding and the tax package. That we have the worst roads, I believe, in the country. I think we're 50th, and it's time to do something. So with that, I wish you a good night, and thank you all for coming.
One or two, kind of from behind. Yeah, yeah. I did. I saw them in some air. Right. Yeah, I tried to take a couple. You know, I'm not sure. I can